I've got over 35 years of law enforcement service to the citizens of Leon County. I worked as a police chief for 10 years. Prior to that, I served about 15 years as starting as a patrol officer, working my way all the way up to police chief. Was appointed police chief in 1997, and in 2007 I was asked to come and work as the Secretary of the Department of Juvenile Justice by then Governor Charlie Crist. And from there I was asked to become the Secretary of the Department of Corrections. And after doing that, I was a police chief in Quincy. And then, unfortunately, our sheriff in Leon County passed away. And I then threw my hat in the ring and ran for sheriff of Leon County. And in 2016, November, I was successful, and the people of Leon County saw fit to make me their sheriff, and that's why I'm here today. There are some nuances that are quite different than being a police chief or leading any other type of organization. Sheriffs are constitutional officers for the most part, and from that perspective have a great deal of responsibility that's different. In my case, I'm in charge of the jail in Leon County in addition to law enforcement, and I have a responsibility on the Regional Domestic Terrorism Task Force, which is quite daunting in and of itself. And along with that, all the civic responsibility and civil responsibility that a sheriff has in terms of making sure risk management issues are taken care of. There's so many different components to being a sheriff than it are to being a police chief. The judicial process, your bailiffs, getting to know and understand the relationship between your bailiffs in the courtroom and the judges and the responsibility that they have. Also in terms of the responsibility of now having responsibility for a jail and the inmates there. Fortunately for me, I was involved in the Department of Corrections, so I had an idea of the service delivery, but you got responsibility for persons who are incarcerated in your jail, both temporarily, who will exit the jail going back in the community, and going on to prison from your jail. And those were things that, quite honestly, I had an idea about, but they're quite daunting. And making sure you've got the staff with the right background and experience, and then managing all the contracts that you have. You know, in other aspects of state government, you work for people who have responsibility for those, but as a sheriff, you as a constitutional officer, you have responsibility for all of that. And at the end of the day, you're the person signing that check that pays those employees, and that puts a different perspective on it completely for me. Anytime you talk about the role of sheriff, it's a daunting task, but it's so humbling at the same time, in that the citizens of Leon County voted me in, and they've given me the kind of support that you need. You know, when you go into this job, you've got the citizens behind you in terms of what you need to do. And from that, you can go forward and convey that to the employees, that the citizens elected you for a particular reason, and for those reasons you're going to do the best you can to make your community as best you can. And the bottom line is all about public safety. How can we make sure that we do everything we can to take care, in my case, the citizens of Leon County? And I have to make sure that I make that message resonate with my staff, the deputies, and all the staff of the Leon County Sheriff's Office, and then make sure that that resonation is transparent back to the community, so the people who elected me to this office know that I'm doing the things they elected me to do.